NBA YoungBoy and Joe Budden are beefing, and Joe says YB is as violent as ever. Watch until the end for all the details.
Don't make me slap you!
NBA YoungBoy's campaign to stop the violence has been interrupted by Joe Budden, and he was doing so good too. But after his interview where he broke down his upbringing and revealed to the world a lot of skeletons in his closet,
I'm terrified of people. I am very scared of people.
Joe Budden came out and said that he felt like the whole thing was capped.
You're so gullible. You are so gullible.
He said that the whole rollout with the mountain view in the background, NBA YoungBoy using the shaky voice, and the whole story felt contrived.
They got him in Utah looking at the snow, looking at the mountains covered in snow. It's beautiful. Looking like an angel. They got a lot of pieces of him talking. A very low, very soft. This is marketing tricks if I ever seen it. Real low voice.
When I saw Joe Budden saying this, I thought that it was a little messed up. This young man was pouring his heart out on camera, and it felt very real to me, and I'm sure a lot of his fans agree. But Joe called BS, and I know he isn't the only one thinking that either. As much as NBA YoungBoy wants to stop the violence, he's also not the type of person to just sit back and let someone talk about him without responding.
Say that again, I don't think I heard you, son.
So he clapped back on Instagram by posting a picture with the caption, "Tell Joe Budden don't try this at home," insinuating that there was some danger involved with the lifestyle that he lived. And there's a lot of evidence to support that too. We've seen NBA YoungBoy in a couple altercations, and they usually end in violence. Joe Budden thinks that NBA YoungBoy is just doing this to avoid more legal problems. He thinks that this whole stop the violence movement is just a facade to protect him from a RICO indictment. And this could be true. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's impossible. While it does look like NBA YoungBoy is trying to squash his beef and move in a positive direction, he's still beefing with Lil Durk and OTF. And I don't think that beef is ending anytime soon. I mean, NBA YoungBoy's homeboy did kill Lil Durk's best friend, King Von. And the other piece of evidence that Joe brought up was a recent back and forth between Bobby Shmurda and NBA YoungBoy. During the internet beef between Bobby Shmurda and NBA YoungBoy, there were some heavy threats exchanged. The direct shots came from Bobby Shmurda. NBA YoungBoy's threats were more veiled. He was just saying things like, "Y'all leave me alone, don't mess with me, I don't want to beef with y'all."
Leave me alone!
But if you read between the lines, he was really saying that the beef would be bad for his enemies. Joe Budden said that he was still low-key throwing threats out there the whole time, and that's why he doesn't believe that he's truly turned a new leaf. It's a fair point. There's a difference between saying that you're non-violent and saying that you're conditionally violent. NBA YoungBoy is definitely not saying that he's Gandhi and that he's all about peace now. He's more so saying that he wants to be peaceful, so leave him alone. Because if he is messed with, he will revert back to his non-peaceful, violent ways. At least that's what Joe Budden and a lot of people are hearing. But NBA YoungBoy definitely deserves some credit. He is trying to chill out, and he's had some success so far. He squashed his beef with Fredo Bang and Kodak Black, which is a huge step in the right direction. Him and Fredo Bang even did a charity drive together last Christmas and gave toys to the kids in the community where they're from. This is a clear sign that these young men are growing up and trying to turn their lives around. So Joe Budden coming out and saying that he doesn't believe it is a very negative outlook. Nobody's perfect, but you gotta give credit where it's due for someone who's trying.